What's up, Steelers Nation? It is your man, host of Six Rings and Counting, Corey Idle. Just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up for these upcoming shows, specifically revolving around the top 100 free agent list. These shows were recorded early, prior to free agency actually kicking off. The list only included those we knew were going to be released by their teams or had the potential of getting the franchise tag, like a T. Higgins. The list does not include any of these new guys coming up, such as Joey Bosa, Gus Edwards, etc. That being said, Lou and I will be on later to make sure all of the new information is covered and you guys are taken care of across the board, and how everything is, of course, going to affect our fantastic home team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll catch you guys soon. Welcome to Six Rings and Counting. I'm your host, Corey Idle, and joining me once again to break down for the top 100 free agents this year, my man, Lou Willard. Lou, what's happening?
Man, I'm still on location out here. I'm between meetings. So we got to make it happen. That's all.
I just noticed something. We might have to pause a little minute here on the football. Because I just noticed something about my personality. Sometimes when I say, like, what's up or hello to a black man, I give the Bill Clinton thumb. I'm like, what's up, guy? That's what I do. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't know why I do that.
But at least you're not saying, what's up, fella?
That's true. I don't say that.
And then better yet, you ain't going, what's up, boy?
No.
That's probably the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, no. Boy. Just a hot tip. This isn't what we do on the show. We're going to get into the football, but just a hot tip for all my fellow whites out there. Boy is never advised. Just avoid that.
And you can't be saying whites on the show, man. We don't do that either. I don't do that.
It's what we are. We're from Whitehaven. Anyway, number 24 on our list.
Thank you.
We will be talking about running back Aaron Jones, Minnesota Vikings. Lou, you have been talking about him a lot.
Yeah, this one is very interesting to me. I would love to see Pittsburgh bring him in because we're talking about people that do not have to start. So he can't be your bell cow. I mean, he served the Vikings well, but Pittsburgh doesn't need that role out of him. But in the event Warren gets banged up, we know what you have as the backup. And he can also, he's really good at pass protection, and he can provide you some ability out of the backfield to catch the ball. Again, if you have Justin Fields who needs to drop the ball off, he can do that. But as I've said in every other show, who's the damn quarterback?
Yeah,
who's the quarterback?
Here's where I think this could be good news for the Steelers is the Vikings have a 26-year-old running back who reminds me a lot of Brian Westbrook by the name of Ty Chandler. And he's good. And I know they brought Aaron Jones kind of as more of a starter, but Ty Chandler was slowly taking that role over as the season went on. And Aaron Jones became almost more of a third down back. Which probably to their detriment. But regardless, it does pose a situation where Aaron Jones might not be welcomed back so quickly, like maybe a J.K. Dobbins would be with the Chargers.
Yeah. And the thing is, like Aaron Jones or J.K., if I had to take my pick, I would take J.K. simply because of age.
Oh, 100%.
Even though he's had more injuries, but he just won't age out as fast.
Yep.
But this would not be a bad addition to your locker room.
No, not at all. Give some good experience back there, especially if you drafted a guy later in the draft to just back up some people. But yada yada. We already covered.
Yeah, like a Scatterboo or something. That's a running back that Pittsburgh or New England will pick up. It'll be Scatterboo.
There you go.
I don't think he'll be. Nothing against the young man. He'll get paid, which is great. Great that he'll get his money. But I don't think he'll be a great NFL player just because of his speed, and he's not very elusive. But this show isn't about him. He's not on this list.
Fair enough.
I,
Number,
you know I go on rants, so
yep.
cut myself off.
We just cut that off right now with number 23, linebacker Zach Bond. We can also cut off the fact that he will be anywhere other than Philadelphia.
Yeah, we can just skip over him real quick.
He had a defensive player of the year type season. He was amazing in the Super Bowl, which, if you remember when we did our Super Bowl preview, we mentioned that Philadelphia linebacker crew was the one that was going to have to step up and
go dominate the game. Yeah, their front seven dominated that game. Period.
Yep.
Period. And there's no way they're letting him out of the building with the injury to his running mate, which I dropped his name again. I apologize to the people, but his running mate was out for the year, got hurt. Mm-hmm. So there you go. There's no way they're letting him leave. No way.
No. Another guy that should not be allowed to leave. Number 22 on our list, quarterback Justin Fields for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I mean, this one is simple for me. If anybody's been listening to these shows, which you guys have, and we do appreciate, hit like and subscribe for us, please, if you would. That way you get notified every time we release a show. But nonetheless, Fields should not get out of that building. I know he's an unrestricted free agent, but what are we doing? He's 26. Who are you going to get? Aaron Rodgers? At this point, you're not telling me Aaron Rodgers from 2010. Telling me Aaron Rodgers from now? I mean, Russ isn't going to kill us, but it's not this. And then Sam Darnold, he had a really good year with the Vikings. They say he faded down the stretch. I say, did he fade or did the entire team fade down the stretch? Because it ain't one-man effort. The whole team fell apart down the stretch. The Vikings pulled this year what the Eagles pulled last year.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Eagles started 10-1 and fell apart?
Yep.
That was the Vikings this year. You can't blame it all on that young man. But still, yes, I'm a homer, but still give me Fields. I want to see what this kid can do with some legitimate coaching. Because the Bears, he was there 3 years, 3 offensive coordinators.
Yep. And one receiver in DJ Moore. That's what I wanted to bring up was
one receiver for 1 year.
His last year in Chicago was his best year in Chicago when they gave him a receiver.
Yes.
Last year, with his 4-2 start with the Steelers, was the most competent he's ever looked. And you know what he had? A competent team, a competent coach, a competent offensive coordinator, all of which believed in him. And again, as Lewis said time and time again, the reason Russ started was because Russ was given a promise from Mike Tomlin before Justin Fields was even signed to the team.
Yep, and that's what happened.
Done and done. And remind everybody real quick, Lou, before we move on, just what you would sign Justin to. What kind of contract?
If I'm Mike Tomlin, I'm at least signing him through my contract. So I think he has 2 or 3 years left. But I would give Fields the Baker Mayfield contract, 3 years, $100 million to be done with it. Because you're marrying yourself to him. So if he works, everybody gets an extension. If he doesn't, everybody's out the door.
Yep.
Not named Omar Khan. I mean, Fields is out, Tomlin's out, and Arthur Smith is out. They'll keep Omar Khan because you can't. That dude is a good GM. You can't get rid of him.
Yep, 100%.
But I would go 3 years, $90 million. It's $30 million a year. You can even probably get away with 3 years, 25. He's a $25 to $30 million contract, which is still half of what. It's still half of what the big guys are making.
Yep.
These cats are making $50 million a year.
Oh yeah, I'd rather take Justin Fields. I'd rather take a chance on Fields with that contract than what I would have to pay Brock Purdy at this point in time.
Dude about to get about 50, 55 million a year.
And quite frankly,
quite frankly, all he do is win. He the quarterback of the team that all they do is win. So he's welcome to today's NFL. He's going to get paid. So, and Fields could be up for that. And if you do 3 years, say 3 years, 75 million, so he's 25 a year.
Mm-hmm.
After that 3 years, though, he's 29 going on 30. You better ink him to an 8-year deal, which overpays him and just keeps him there, though, so you don't have to keep doing them high dollar deals every 2 or 3 years because you got other people coming in and coming out.
100%.
So there's no way I'm letting him leave. No way. I don't know what they'll do. Mike ain't returned my call. In fact, he probably gave me the wrong number, but he ain't calling me back.
Moving on to 21, as Lou waits for his phone to ring like a sad fat girl.
Hey, look. Well, if it ring, I'm at to stop the show.
I understand. You better put it on speaker, and we keep recording. That's how we work. Number 21 on our list, linebacker Dre Greenlaw, San Francisco 49ers. It's
hell
tempting.
Of a player.
It's tempting. But
it's tempting, but he got hurt running onto the field towards Achilles. You can have that getting out the shower.
Mm-hmm.
He came back, only got in 34 snaps, but somebody's going to pay him. I'm not sure we need him.
No.
I'm not sure we need him. But man, if they signed him, I wouldn't be mad. You just have to if they sign him, Elandon Roberts is gone. Because you're not getting rid of Queen and you're not getting rid of Wilson.
Nope.
So it will be Roberts as the odd man now. So, but I think we're good where we are linebacker wise, edge wise. Defensively, we're looking for a corner, tackles, and a safety, depending on what we do with Minka.
Exactly. Number 20 on the list, tackle Cam Robinson, Minnesota Vikings. I mean, the Vikings got to keep this guy, right?
They have to. If he's this high on this list and they just went 14-3, what you get rid of lineman for? Especially when you're bringing in J.J. McCarthy.
And there's only
no way he
29.
He can't leave that building.
No. 29 years old, one of the top free agents this year, one of the top tackles in the league, run, pass, block really well. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Even if they let Darnold walk, if they let Darnold walk, you damn sure can't let this guy walk. Because you're bringing in a rookie quarterback. I know it's his second year, but he ain't played a snap. No. He's a rookie. You got to keep him. So I don't think we have a shot at him.
No, I don't see it. That being said, would I maybe offer him a contract just to see if the Vikings would up their price a little bit and free up an Aaron Jones so they can't re-sign him? Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
You absolutely call him.
100%.
Yeah, you call his agent.
19 on the list. Edge rusher Malcolm Kuntz, Las Vegas Raiders. Had a season-ending knee injury right before 2024 began. It doesn't matter. He's an edge rusher that we do not need.
Don't need him.
However, here's another reason why I would offer that Cam Robinson contract, just so they couldn't afford 18 on our list. Cornerback Byron Murphy Jr., Minnesota Vikings. I have been on this dude all off season. This has been my big prize signing. Yes, sir.
What you got against the Vikings that you keep trying to price them out of the market? you want to offer their players big contracts so they can't sign them, or if they do, it's going to bust their budget. You got against the Vikings.
They can kiss my purple ass. That's all I know. I got nothing against them. I really don't. But at the same time, they have a lot of good players that I kind of want. So,
well, this is the one that I would want. This young man is good. He's good. Mm-hmm. And Pittsburgh can afford him.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm standing by my guns. I'm dying on the hill of the money needs to be spent on the offensive side of the ball. He's going to be expensive. But at the same time, if you can get him, you're not giving up a whole lot of points. And your young guys on offense that you do have, whoever the quarterback is with the 17 tight ends, they might only need to score 16 points.
Yep.
But I can't see That's not winning Super Bowls nowadays. But if you got an opportunity to get a guy like this, you get him, especially before you have to pay Joey Porter.
100%.
Because Porter's coming up.
100%.
He'll be coming up.
And just to give everybody an idea of what we might be looking at, Lou, Murphy, 2023 signed a 2-year, $17.5 million contract with the Vikings.
Yep.
What do you think it would take to get him? 4 or 5 years? Probably 20, 25?
Yeah, you definitely have to give him a 4-year deal. I mean, if I'm him, because the life expectancy of football players are so short, I'm not taking anything less than a 4-year deal. So take 4 years. This deal averaged what's that, $9 million a year, basically?
Pretty much, yeah.
Give him $11 million a year. He'll come. Give him 4 years, $11 million. Sign him 4 years, $50 million if you want. Just front load the money and then make some of it incentive based, and then just pay the rest out through the contract. I know I'm making it sound really simple because it's way more complicated than that, but that's the kind of deal you can get him on. Make the number bigger on paper, because none of these contracts are real. If you really look at an NFL contract, none of them are real.
Right.
Only thing is real is when you put your name on the paper and they stroke you the check, or wire it to your bank, which y'all do nowadays. But back in my day, they stroked you a check. Walk around with a $10 million check in your pocket.
Remember when it smelled too? You could smell the typing ink on it.
You crazy as hell.
But you get high and paid at the same time. It was a great time.
Oh shit! But he'll be a great addition though.
Yeah, if we're gonna get anybody on defense, I know we have needs elsewhere. I know you've said you want to spend your money on the offense, which I totally agree with. That being said, if we were gonna make a splash, he's the guy I would make the splash on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to pay, it's got to be a corner. If you're going to pay somebody on that defense, even over defensive tackle, you have to pay a corner in this pass-happy NFL. You have to pay the corner.
I think you could probably find a defensive tackle in the draft, right?
And somebody going to come up and be a dog. You just have to find him. And then besides that, you have to keep in mind that you got to pay Joey Porter in a minute.
Yes.
And he's going to want top money.
Yep. 100%.
So you might as well get the other corner out of the way now before that even happens.
Oh man. Here's another guy we're going to probably have to debate about. Number 17 on our list. Excuse me, defensive tackle Milton Williams, Philadelphia Eagles. I like this guy. He's obviously great. However, he's more of a pass rusher.
He is. And he's going to command so much money that I can't see it happening. Because the first thing he's going to say, I'm a Super Bowl champion. That gets me a couple more $1 million because I'm coming off of that defense who shut down. Oh, by the way, you guys can't beat the Chiefs. I just played on a defense that shut them completely down. And now you're going to want my help. I'm going to need paid.
Yep.
But he's not getting out that building. The Eagles have arguably the best GM in the league. And you can debate that between the Eagles and the Chiefs all you want, because I think those are the top two GMs. And Omar Khan is headed that way, but I got to see what he do with the quarterback couple positions.
Yep.
But the Eagles GM is just flat out getting it done every time. He's just hitting home run after home run. So I can't. He's not getting out that building. They'll sign him back.
100%. I got to find my top hat and my monocle real quick because I'm about to play Monopoly here too. Number 16 on our list, safety Cameron Bynum, Minnesota Vikings. Look at all of these guys. Now again, I don't want him. We don't need him.
You just want to try them.
I want to mess with the Vikings so bad, though. I don't know what it is, but they're on my list this year. I'm coming at them.
Yeah, for some reason they're in your crosshairs.
Yep.
I don't know what they did to you. I don't know if you went up there to the state of 10,000 lakes and didn't catch a fish. I don't know what it is, but you want to price them out of the business.
You know what? You know what it is? You know how I feel about Prince, and since he died, there ain't nothing in Minnesota worth even talking about.
Well, there you go.
That's all I got to say.
There you go. But yeah, safety, we beat it. We've beat it into the ground.
Yeah.
So
15 on our list.
Not to say.
A name I'm just going to completely butcher. Defensive tackle for the Cowboys, Osa.
Zwa.
Yep. That's as good as I can get. It's no disrespect, sir. I literally could not say your name if you held a gun to my head.
Yeah, we'll call you Mr. Osa. That should be good enough.
Yep. I don't see the Cowboys being able to keep him. Do you?
I don't think they'll keep him. I don't think they'll keep him unless they go. See, the Cowboys are funny. I knew their cap situation because of my buddy, but now I forget it. But if they draft a running back, they're going to have to use some draft capital to move up to get Genji.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that, they still have to go get another receiver. And do you still have enough money to get him? Because he's good and he's going to command some money because he's going to be a run stopper. And you're in a division where you now play a running quarterback in Daniels twice a year. You play Barkley and Hurts in the tush push twice a year. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the hell the Giants are doing, man. I'm sure they'll have somebody back there to do something. I don't know what they're doing. That's their problem over there. But you're in a division where you have run-dominant teams. Mm-hmm. So I really can't see them letting him go. But Jerry Jones is just doing crazy stuff, man. So I can't see him paying him. As crazy as this, I know what I just said. Rewind it. I can't see him letting him go, but I can't see him paying him. And if it's, I don't know. So if Pittsburgh can put an offer out for him, he's a guy like the cornerback I'm willing to spend some money on the defensive side of the ball to get. We have to get that. If we can get that corner interior defensive lineman like he is, and this guy, he's a good run stopper and he's a good pass rusher. He's just a good ball player. He's a good football player.
Oh, 100%. Guy's a
so dude is Pittsburgh's
a beast.
Yeah. And we'll do a show after we get through all this top 25 or top 100 mess. Pittsburgh's going to put that $60 million where they start putting it. You'll know if they truly believe in that young wide receiving core. And then you'll find out who the quarterback is.
Yep.
And there you go. But like we said on the last show, bring back James Daniels and we'll go from there. Then you can put money towards this guy. So we'll see what happens, but he's another guy that if they signed him, I would not be upset.
No. Next guy on our list, number 14. I'm just not sold on this guy because he's not a Viking. Yeah. Cornerback Rasul Douglas, Buffalo Bills.
So basically, we want to swap all the players for the Vikings for all the players for the Steelers. Is what you saying, basically?
Well, not all of them, but a few of them.
Only like 8 of them.
U-Haul goes between those places. We can get you moved.
But yeah, I mean, this guy, I mean, what I see him, maybe he's had some decent, like he's ranked pretty high in this list, so clearly he's a good football player. Mm-hmm. But he's also in a division. You play the Dolphins twice. The Jets are in a threat because he's not the one, I don't believe, guarding Garrett Wilson. Mm-mm. Maybe he is. If he is, I apologize. But then you don't play the Bills, so you don't face Josh Allen because you're on the team. And New England hadn't had a wide receiver since Randy Moss.
Yep.
So he could come in a little overrated. I don't know. He's going to want a lot of money, though.
I would rather give this money to an Asante Samuel Jr., as we've talked about in past shows. The same amount of money goes to that kid. You're getting a totally different outcome, in my opinion. And it's nothing against Rasul Douglas. Yeah. It's just underwhelming. I mean, look, I forgot his name in the 15 seconds we were talking about it. That has my opinion wrapped up on that situation.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically all it boils down to.
Save the money and just let Corey Trice go out there. And that's nothing again, that's not a shot at Rasul Douglas. It's just I think Corey Trice has the ability to be just as good as this guy. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think we have that talent in our locker room already.
Yep.
We just he got to get a chance to get out there and play.
Yeah, I don't want anybody on a prove-it contract from free agency unless you are taking a total backup role.
And you're coming in to be a player coach in the locker room with the coach.
Yep.
So, we'll do those. but this other stuff ain't going to work.
So that's going to wrap up right now the 24 through 15 top free agents left on the market. Of course, as we always say, just to be safe, this list is fluctuating, where we really want you guys to comment and give us your opinions on what Steelers we should take. Please do not text us going, this guy got signed. Things are going to happen when shows come out, guy. Calm down. That being said, we really appreciate you guys joining us. We will be back again to break down the final 14 to number 1 top free agents left on the market. My guess is, unless the free agent tag comes out here in the next couple minutes, it's probably going to be T. Higgins at number 1.
Oh, yeah. No question.
Spoiler alert, he's number 1 on my list.
Yeah, no question. It's number 1.
100%. For Lou Willard, I'm Corey Otto. We'll catch you next time on Six Rings and Counting.